Market has been moving sideways after the China ban, and then all of a sudden this morning we kind of got this momentum coming back, Bitcoin back at 4,200. What's the next move?
I think people are still waiting on some clarity on what's going to happen with the next attempt at splitting Bitcoin into a hard fork, which is supposed to come around November. But as you know, traders don't wait till the news. They have to speculate on the news way ahead of time. And this is the main difference between Bitcoin, the investable asset, and Bitcoin, the speculative trading asset. Right now, the speculative trading side of Bitcoin is in a bit of a hold. That's why we're stuck in this 3,600 to 4,100 area. And I think once it breaks one of those levels, it should really take off, either to the downside or to the upside. And we'll see. I'm actually expecting it to go to the upside for now.
There's a lot of talk about SegWit 2X, which is supposed to happen in November, and whether that will cause the next Bitcoin dip, or whether the market's kind of used to hard forks. Tone, you think the market's used to hard forks by now?
The market is starting to get comfortable with these forks. We've only had one, so it's actually hard to call them forks. The market has gotten used to the altcoins, it's gotten used to the ICOs. Now it has to get used to the forks. We've had one, and we'll see what happens with the other. I don't think it's going to happen. If it does happen, I think it's not going to be as serious as the first one. And I think if it does happen, it's going to draw most of its attention and most of its, I guess, hashing rate from the first fork. So I think forking again would hurt the first fork more than Bitcoin itself.
There's another school of thought that says that hard forks are almost like your Bitcoin dividend policy. So it's almost like if you hold Bitcoin, then the fork splits, you get more tokens and you can sell them while still holding your Bitcoins. So it kind of acts like a dividend. Is this hard fork a dividend policy? Are you of that school of thought?
I don't like it because to me it feels like a proof of stake model. You get to earn more Bitcoin for having Bitcoin. That's not how it was designed. It was specifically designed to burn and spend money on electricity and hardware in order to acquire more Bitcoin. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be expensive. But if people that were in early on Bitcoin, I don't consider myself early, but I guess I'm part of it now. I don't deserve to get free Bitcoin for having Bitcoin. That's not how a capitalist system works.
I'm going to put you on the spot here. I posted something on my Twitter at CryptoManRun where I asked what the price of Bitcoin would be on the 1st of the 1st, 2018. Tone, what's your guess for the price of Bitcoin on the 1st of the 1st, 2018?
I do think that we would be above 4,000, but I think we have one more pop in Bitcoin. I think once we break above 4,100, again, I'm a technical trader, I still think there is one more Bitcoin high left in it this year. But we have gotten very far from the 1st of 2017. I think we'll be pulling back. My best guess is we'll be at around 52, 5,300 at the turn of the year.
One last question before I let you go. The China ban, that scared the markets. Is there a risk that governments are going to start banning or at least highly regulating ICOs and cryptos? Are you scared of that?
Yes, absolutely. But I think they're starting to realize now that Bitcoin itself cannot be banned. The worst you can do to Bitcoin is go after the on-ramps and off-ramps. I mean, everyone still complains that it's hard to get into Bitcoin, it's hard to get out of Bitcoin, but that's because you're interfacing with the traditional fiat system. Now, they're also realizing that Bitcoin itself isn't as bad as what's happening in the ICO space. The reason why China banned all these ICOs is because they took a look at like 100 ICOs and they were just complete and outright scams. It's not the ICOs that you've heard of. When they presented the list of what they were investigating, it's nothing anyone has heard of. And they're looking at it that people are being convinced to buy into this for the hopes of being rich. So they had to put a stop on all ICOs. And this is what happens. The world has had rules on, or the first world anyway, has had rules on how you can fundraise for your company. And you can't just go around those rules because you stuck the words ICO on.